Tesla and more hot water. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the FBI has opened up an investigation that Tesla has misstated performance of the production of their Model 3 sedan and about the company's business going back to early last year. Gary B., apparently you know the difference between a blimp and a Zeppelin. Apparently I don't, but you also have been very big about Tesla's financials the last couple of years. Gary B., what do you make of this?
Well, it's interesting. I kind of thought when they came out with these last numbers, John, I did not, spread this around and say anything because I don't have any basis. But my gut feel says it just seems a little off. They had to beat, and all of a sudden they came up with these miraculous numbers. I don't know if anything's there. I'm not maligning Tesla in any way. It just seems the timing of it is a little off. Besides that, even if the numbers are right, as we've talked about, I think Tesla is in a battle that they cannot win, and regardless, I would avoid the stock.
I watched for a couple of years as every quarter Elon Musk would announce production numbers for the next quarter, and every quarter they would miss by a mile. And I always ask the question, are regulators going to look at this? And they never did until he finally did that, famous tweet. There are a lot of smart people that actually are looking for forensic accountants to look at this latest report because, man, it went from the outhouse to the penthouse over one quarter. So I gather this will play out in time, but there's still a lot of suspicion about their numbers. And keep in mind, the stock is still 70 points below the recent high.
And quality is a question as well. Yes, you can reach those production targets of 5,000 Model 3s a week, but there have been reports and people have looked under the hood, and a lot of these vehicles come out with a lot of defects and may not be road ready. So there are questions about, how do you actually look at this number? How do you even gauge Tesla's worth at this point? But I got to say, that was don't you think that was a brilliant? I thought it was a brilliant move when he moved up the earnings date to try to kill the shorts, just to say, hey, I'm going to get back at you at least once.
Look, I think he's a pretty brilliant guy, and he's had a brilliant idea and a brilliant concept. But, sometimes the creator, the entrepreneur, if you would, isn't necessarily the best company manager, right? And so, he's been moved out of that position in part because of his tweet. But it makes you wonder, John, should he never have even gone public to begin with? I mean, I know he needed the money and the scale that the public markets could afford, but given his sort of eccentric personality, do you think that they might have been better off being nurtured and even, having more input, say, from the private equity industry rather than the public markets?
Yeah, Trish, that's a great question. And the problem with Elon Musk right now is the public perception. Where Bezos comes out, he raised the $15 minimum wage. He goes out and he says, I'm going to work with the Department of Defense. He's completely gone from the pariah 6 months ago to the golden child right now, both conservatives and liberals. Elon Musk just doesn't play the game well. But if he wasn't in the capital markets, he couldn't raise money like he does right now, at least in my opinion. This company, to me, as far as these numbers, this company is bankrupt. This is the easiest short in the world if it weren't for Elon Musk. And no one has made money long-term betting against Elon Musk. And
you're right. The big enchilada going forward in the next year is they have to raise a lot of money, and a strong market and low interest rates have enabled them. They were able to come out with yields in the 5s. Those yields should have been in the 10s for the bonds they floated. So it's going to get interesting especially if markets continue to head south and interest rates go higher.
But do you think they make the convertible? Do they pay out the $1 billion in converts that they have to make in March of next year if their share prices don't hit $350 or $360 or so? I think that's still in doubt.
I think they're probably in the midst of a lot of talks right now, raising dollars with who knows who at this point.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Gary, there's also a serious problem with Elon Musk himself. He has levered himself significantly for Tesla stock. And if this stock reportedly gets down around 240, 250, he's going to have margin calls on his own stock. He's got some real problems right here if he can't keep this stock moving, which is one of the reasons he puts out this stuff on Twitter.